The unbelievable heist that created the modern stock market. What if I told you, the modern stock market, the system that moves trillions of dollars every day, began with one of the greatest financial heists in history? A story of greed, global trade, and human ambition that started over 400 years ago, in a tiny European city filled with ships and spices. From secret deals in coffee houses, to the chaos of Wall Street, to AI trading in 2025, this is the unbelievable true story of how one company's heist of the world's wealth created the modern stock market. The Great Dutch Experiment, 1602, Amsterdam. It's the early 1600s. The Dutch East India Company, known as the VOC, has a dream to dominate the world's trade in spices, silk, and gold. But here's the twist: the voyages to Asia are insanely expensive and dangerous. Ships sink, pirates attack, crews die. So, instead of borrowing from kings or nobles, the company asks the public for money. They offer shares, tiny pieces of ownership, promising a share of the profits. In 1602, the VOC becomes the first company in the world to issue stock to the public. And in doing so, it pulls off a financial revolution, what some historians call the legal heist of the century. Because the company raised massive sums, conquered trade routes, and paid out huge dividends, while the risks were carried by ordinary investors. That's how the first stock market, the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, was born. The first bubbles, 1700s. When people saw how rich investors got, everyone wanted in. Fast forward to 1720, and Europe is drowning in speculation. In London, the South Sea Company promises endless profits from trade with South America. Everyone, from barbers to aristocrats, buys shares. Even Sir Isaac Newton invests, and loses everything when the bubble bursts. He later said, "I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people." Meanwhile, in France, the Mississippi Company does the same thing, and when both bubbles pop, they wipe out fortunes and governments. The first lesson of the market is learned the hard way: when greed takes over, gravity always wins. The Buttonwood deal, birth of Wall Street. Now let's cross the Atlantic to 1792, New York City. Under a humble Buttonwood tree, 24 brokers sign an agreement to trade stocks together. That's the birth of the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, and of Wall Street itself. As America industrializes, companies like Carnegie Steel, Standard Oil, and General Electric sell shares to fund massive projects. By the 1800s, Wall Street has become the beating heart of global capitalism, a place where dreams are built and destroyed in seconds. The crash of 1929, the day the music stopped. Roaring '20s were wild. Radio, cars, and electricity created a new world, and everyone believed stocks could only go up. But on October 29, 1929, known as Black Tuesday, the market collapsed. Billions vanished. Banks failed. Millions lost everything. The Great Depression began. In response, President Franklin D. Roosevelt created the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, in 1934 to regulate markets and restore trust. The system that started as a free-for-all in coffeehouses now had rules, oversight, and accountability. Global markets and digital revolutions. After World War II, global markets exploded. Japan, India, and Europe built powerful exchanges. Then came a new invention, the computer. By the 1970s, paper slips and hand signals gave way to electronic trading. In 1971, the NASDAQ launched, the world's first fully digital exchange, eventually home to Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. The internet age turned everyone into a potential trader. Online brokers like E-Trade and TD Ameritrade opened the gates to millions. By the 1990s, the markets weren't just places, they were networks, running 24/7 across the planet. The crash of 2008 and the rise of retail power. But greed strikes again. Banks bundled toxic loans into fancy financial products. In 2008, the Lehman Brothers collapse sent shockwaves through the world. The global economy nearly fell apart. Yet out of that chaos came new ideas. Bitcoin, 2009, challenged traditional money. Robinhood, 2013, brought zero-commission trading. And in 2021, the GameStop saga proved that millions of small investors could shake Wall Street's giants. The heist had come full circle, power was shifting back to the public. The market of tomorrow, 2025 and beyond. Today, in 2025, the stock market isn't a place. It's an algorithm, a living, breathing system run by AI and high-frequency bots trading millions of times per second. But beneath all that code lies the same idea from 1602, share the risk. Share the reward. The unbelievable heist that began with Dutch merchants 4 centuries ago has evolved into the world's most powerful financial machine. And whether you're a trader, an investor, or just curious, you're part of that story. If you enjoyed this journey through money, power, and history, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Because next time, we'll reveal the next financial revolution that could change everything again. The unbelievable heist that created the modern stock market. What if I told you, the